So relaxing. Huh? What the?
Where were the heels?
Oh, gotcha. Some more gear needs to be analyzed. The rules. No dies, only male gear unless I say differently, and the law's reference. Let's go. Healers. The ones that either hate you or slightly dislike you. We got 4 of them and we will start with the most complex and then move on to the most basic. Because I love triggering people. Astrologian is the job that has 3 different ways of pronouncing it. Lunatics that look at stars and cards and shit and tell you that your DPS sucks. They are mysterious fortune tellers, so they like to wear fancy and exotic clothes. Welkin set. What a wonderful set. It set the fortune teller standard. Long robes and pointy shoes. Gold over gold over gold. Sigils in the form of the sun, the moon and the stars. A veil to make one look mysterious. And that hat. That marvel of hats. A dream for any witch. Matoya looked at this and was like, I want that too. Truly magical. Unless you're Viera Ravka. As the stars form in the night sky, so does the constellation set form a fashionable attire for astrologian. You think the Belkin set looked like a fortune teller? Oh boy, in Stormblood they really became the fortune teller. They look like they breathe destiny, with their long sleeves and more golden accessories. The hat has been reduced to a long hood with golden embroideries. How glamorous. Unless you're Viera or Ravka. In Shadowbringers, the Soothsayers set combined both aspects of their previous incarnations. A long robe, accessories resembling the sun, the moon and the stars, as well as a hood with silver embroideries. The fortune teller of the first. Except for Viera and Ravka. During Endwalker's development, the design team probably asked themselves, how can we make sure everybody knows this is an astrologian set? So we got the Astronomia set with everything. More robes, more gold, more celestial bodies as embroideries, hood and turban combined. We get it, Endwalker. We really wanted to make sure we know we're playing Astrologian. It's okay. Also, in case you were wondering, Viera and Ravka cannot wear that hat. Well. May I predict the future of the job's aesthetics? Probably more robes, more gold, and hats. But which one would I choose to be the best so far? My heart beats for the OG from Heavensward, with the ideal way of an astrologian. But I cannot bring myself over the fact that Stormblood made slight changes that resonate more with me. It just looks like the real fortune teller fantasy we all aspire to be. Except for Scholar. Imagine being a smart boy who has an imaginary girlfriend that follows you everywhere and does most of your job. And yet you always complain about her. That's Scholar for you. They are the nerdy healers, which is reflected in their gear choice. With the first gear set, the Scholar set, they already establish 2 main features. First, you cannot be smart without looking smart. So, Scholar got a big hat. Huge. Amazing. Feel the smartness. And second, you cannot be smart and sexy as female without wearing high tights and a miniskirt rather than pants. Nice. Intelligent. PhD worthy. And thirdly, it sucks being Viera and Ravka. But I will stop with that joke because it seems Viera and Ravka aren't supposed to be healers. Please, Square Enix, make us wear hats. Other than that, you look like a typical smart kid in a 90s anime. Heavensward's interest in exploring steampunk and gothic aesthetics was a huge theme. For Scholar, they went all the way. High collar, feather-based long coat that looks like a Bloodborne skin, ether cells on your arms, and a fashionable hat that would give the Mad Hatter a run for his money. The Savant set is not just a smart person's evening gown. This is a statement. From statement back to scholarship. Stormblood's Orator set is the right level of smartness missing from the former. Cuffs, doctorate coat, and the big feather atop a majestic head that they use to write down the name of every disappointing DPS into the great book of grudges. Being smart sometimes means to cut some lifelines, and they do that stylishly. In Shadowbringers, we return to being the smart anime sidekick again. The Orbital set brings back the enjoyment of going on adventures. Thick boots and a coat accompanied with a medal for being so smart. Every roleplayer would feel right back at home with this set. Last, but smartly not least, the Academic set from Endwalker brings the whole job full circle. We started as a scholar, now we are an academic. But surprisingly enough, it's the only gear set where both females and males actually look the same. It also has the least smart person characteristics besides the hat. Everything else was toned down, even the hat is the smallest of all of them. Maybe we would have looked too intimidating to those old Charlian snobs. Which of these smart gear sets wins it now? Kinda difficult to say because they all look amazing in their own right. But what makes the most sense in the world of Final Fantasy XIV? Running around on the battlefield, writing down important information, healing your companions amidst the battle. You need something practical, so we look at the Scholar set from A Realm Reborn. However, since Shadowbringers Orbital set is the direct upgrade, I think it's fair to say that this set really embraces the true nature of scholarship. Sage, imagine you're really into studying and you want everybody to know that you are a magic snob. Sage is here to not only heal you, but to make sure you know they went to Old Charlian to receive their Bachelor of Resin and Master of You Don't Pay My Sub studies. Because they're the newest job introduced to the roster, they only got one job gear. The Didact set is interesting to look at. On the one hand, as healer you're supposed to look ethereal, untouchable by the enemy with your wings, escaping your foe. You can fly, float and spin your arms. On the other hand, you look like a futuristic assassin, shooting lasers and bursting out in explosions, closing the distance to punch some battles, again, with lasers. Yeah, interesting indeed. Looking forward to what comes next. White mage players
are sadists.
They're a group of healers that prefer you to suffer, because then they can throw flowers at you. If they were able to, they would hurt you before the boss had even the chance to look at you. Their appearance is very priest-like, so expect some robes. Hello healer set, old friend. The true white mage gear set, white robes with red accents and a tiny crown. Nothing really too special, but it does resemble the OG healer from all the Final Fantasy games. Nothing beats a true classic. As always, Heavensward went above and beyond to make sure that everybody knew they were trying to establish a new form of gear. And how did they achieve that? The robe got longer, and the crown was replaced by a hood. The Orison set was only missing the hidden blade, and this could have been the first Final Fantasy XIV Assassin's Creed crossover. During Stormblood, we were introduced to the 7th Heaven set, and oh my, it was something different. The only white mage gear set that feels like high society, and it's the only white mage gear where I can say the female version looks way better than the male one. Gone is the hood, back is the crown. No robe in the original sense, more like a dress and boots with some nice high tights. This gear set just screams healing will cost you extra. When Shadowbringers arrived, I guess white mages were reminded of their holy aspects. and returned into wearing long traditional robes. The Abyss set reminds a lot of Heavensward set, but has many accentuated parts like its sleeves, the headpiece and the chest. A modern, original look. Endwalker's Theophany set combined aspects of both Shadowbringers and Stormblood. It has that OG look with some aspects of an elegant long robe. Those cute looking ruffles give it a distinctive look. It also reminds one of a wedding dress. It looks adorably cute, hiding their true malevolent nature. White magic is used to heal and help allies. In the original form, they are here to ease the pain. With curing and holy spells, they save their friends in dire situations. What gear set reflects this better than the Abyss set from Shadowbringers? It truly defined the way that white mages would look like, with their long robes and the beautiful hood with small yet distinctive ornaments. A true priest-like, holy spamming set. And that's it. The healers are done. I hope we can agree that my opinions are totally unbiased and objective. Will I be able to do the same for the DPS jobs before Dawntrail comes out? We will see. Until then, ta-ta!